Look at my shit. Oh, man. Hey. Damn, motherfucker. Car. Of course he ain't gonna come to the invite, even though he's so hyped to play. Oh man. I lost like 45 zip last time I played. I don't know. The Cardinals. I had 4 fumbles on from dropping back. Shit was stupid. Dang. Yeah. Every time I passed, like I couldn't get the passing animation off, and nigga a fumble. My quarterback like a 62 though. Yeah. So that shit. The Cardinals.
Oh, that's tough.
That nigga was like, man, I ain't seen nothing like that. He was like, my D line not even good. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, I played in the playoffs.
Yeah, he told me. Oh, well, games with what you mean? This bullshit keep happening? Well, I mean, he got all the bullshit, so he was probably happy. But yeah, he did say he did say, yo, you didn't get no breaks or some shit like that.
Yeah, he don't like you.
Yeah, that shit was stupid. Like one of the replays I shown I seen I did the whole animation to throw the ball, but the ball didn't go out. You know what I mean? And that nigga got hit and he fumbled. I said that shit crazy. I know this nigga won't gonna come to the invite. He hit me up 3 times. So I want can I play right when I'm around. He ain't hitting me. He ain't looking. This nigga said, hit me up when you ready, I get back on it. Nigga, I'm online. Fuck. What you playing, Moolah? They better be getting shit like that, man. Yeah.
I see a world that leads to
Like the party.
There for the locks, Latino brawl? Yes. I just interviewed Shikuch. Yes. He said it was like 6 versus like.
To my understanding, we all in the dressing room, and we hear some commotion and shit. My man run in and shit. He say, yo, Latino and them there, they in the hallway, they looking for X. X had done something, allegedly done something to one of their sisters, like you said. And it wasn't like one of their sisters or something. He ain't coming out the dressing room. They banging on his door. He ain't coming out his dressing room. He in there. He in the dressing room. They said they gonna fuck up everybody on the tour if they can't get to us. Word. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Styles go to hallway. Let me go see what's going on with this shit. All right, go ahead. Me and Busy in the back. We drinking this shit. Whatever. Cards in the dressing room. Styles come back. Yo, fuck that. All right, then it was on. It was on the locks. With them and the locks.
How did he know you guys that night? It wasn't just the 3 of y'all.
Nah, it was like probably 6 or 7 of us. They had 100 motherfuckers with us. We was getting busy. We was getting busy. They had a lot. They had a lot of motherfuckers looking for X. We came in the hallway and just got straight to it.
Right.
Yeah. It started. I think they threw something. One of my homies threw something back, like, "Get the fuck out of here." And their crew was like, "Get the fuck out of here." And that shit was like West Side Story at first. Like a line. Nobody went across that shit. So we got about boom. And then it starts.
Let me tell you something. I got so much respect for the Rough Riders. Now, I didn't know what was going on. Me, I told you, when I told everybody, I'm my own independent company. I go about my business. I ain't trying to hang with y'all afterwards. But I remember getting to that. We was in Boston. And even though it was Boston, I'm thinking about the shows in Miami and Atlanta come up and excited about it. Because as a comedian, I was already had a nice reputation there. I'm in the dressing room, I'm in the lobby, I'm noticing the tension. Rough Riders in the bedroom, they been doing their thing. But everybody respects me. No problem. T to the motherfucker. But they all are fighting past like nothing is touching me. But the night before, I noticed that Rough Riders were buying knives. The professor was somewhere, and I just thought they were just purchasing stuff just to purchase. I didn't know it was going to come in handy. So the next thing I know, these fights are happening, and I'm in shock because I'm always in the place and I'm like, is this really happening? And then I realize on the news, we get to the hotel, people got stabbed in the head. Out of all that stabbing, no one died. And I can tell you this, I don't know if I was with anybody tell you, I was there. Rough Rider, that ass. And I seen him with my own eyes. And I had so much respect for him. But as a player, you gotta keep it 100 on the main man and on the Rough Riders. This fight was over a field.
Yeah, wasn't a girl that DMX?
Yes.
Someone that looked like DMX and messed with her or something?
Whatever the situation was, it was a thing.
Isn't that pretty much every conflict?
God, we had this last time we talked, and I'm just tired of it, sir.
The most human trait is to want to know why. And in a year that tested everyone around the world, why was searched more than ever. And while we didn't find all the answers, we kept asking. Some questions inspired joy, others excitement.
I don't know what an improper fraction is.
Some questions made us cry.
You know, we've been through our ups and been through our downs. I think the most important part is that we all stay together throughout. I love you guys.
Some made us worry about this spinning rock we call home. Why were so many lives lost?
Almost 1.5 million people have now died of COVID-19 worldwide.
Why are we still asking the same questions?
George Floyd repeatedly told the officers that he could not breathe.
So why do we still have strength to continue? Why are we not defeated?
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, You've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
I'm in the game missing wide open wide receivers for touchdowns.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's Devin Singletary. He played in this state at Florida Atlantic. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Hurts pass.
It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't it.
Bro, go get one of them rookies and pay him $20 million for 4 years instead of $40 every year.
Sure tackle.
Gonna take a shot for Gallup.
Yeah.
And that is caught. One-handed. Oh my, he pulled it in. And he is gonna have a Bills first
down. Yeah, I know, that's what I'm
down.
saying. One of them niggas gonna be there. Either Trevor Lawrence or nigga from Ohio State.
An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Yeah, I know.
They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he's only gained a yard from the 20 to the 19.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
When Haskins was there, they had a lot of fast receivers. Smith, he's fast as shit. Did Zeke play with Haskins? I think when Zeke was there, it was just Zeke. That nigga won the national championship, didn't he?
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times.
Yo, can I line block, please? Fuck.
Flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins have tied it. Now they can take the lead with an extra point.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you.
It don't matter.
This team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
McManus's point after is good, and they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Y'all gonna draft something y'all don't need.
Fielded
Don't worry.
near the back of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Second down, here's Hurts. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him a more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
They'll run on first down with Singletary, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Shit over Patrick Mahomes too.
Stacked up there in the middle of the line, a lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They're probably sick about that, really.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Yeah, and he was not nice. I'm a Clemson fan.
Hurts looking for his running back, and he's got him. 4 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here, it's third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can
it was the same thing with Daniel Jones. He tall, got a strong arm, and think you're a little fast.
Nice job they did getting to him quickly.
And he white.
Holding him to a short gain.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively.
Man, that nigga Daniel Jones got the most turnovers since he's been in the league.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Isaiah McKenzie holding it in.
That ain't got nothing to do with fumbling. Just like when Zeke be fumbling. That's his fault.
Before he takes it inside the 40. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
Man, that's Zeke's fault, man. Zeke a bum for all that fumbling he been doing.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. On first down, Singletary, and he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
first down. They stick with Singletary. Down right around the 25.
Yeah, injuries crazy. That's why our team decimated.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Hurts to throw. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 13-yard line.
Gain of 13 yards.
13 yards down to the 13. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Singletary here.
38.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 14-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Throwing his Hurts.
Oh my gosh! What kind of animal? Yo, my I don't care, man. Whatever. My nigga did a diving animation and then he Superman that hole and the nigga didn't fall or nothing and he went for a touchdown. Missed the interception. What kind of stupid shit is that? Sorry ass bitch. Who is that, Jones? That's so bad, man.
Pass on for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
13. Dolphins 7. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
This nigga retarded, man.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Where's this nigga going, yo?
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Yo, can he not kick or something? What's going on? Oh, he said, give me a minute, my grandma. Oh, his grandson has cut his foot. What the fuck? Why didn't he press pause or something? Shit. I just don't understand why the ball hasn't been kicked yet. I don't understand why these niggas ain't do the kick yet. Y'all some bum ass niggas. Shut up. Look, all because I got pride in my push-ups. Don't get on me. Look, man.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been.
Me and Jones got the most pride in here, but mine's are different.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive
said the fuck Jones on.
The defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out.
That's okay, nigga. You can believe in the cause, nigga. We ain't stunting on you.
And reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
I mean, if you fuck with the pride, you fuck with the pride.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted.
Yeah. He got the job and shit, though. I just don't understand this game with me, yo. Like, why do I not get animations? My niggas did the same thing and ain't get it.
A lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll run on 1st down. Singletary. And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 yards that time.
Oh, I'm getting frustrated, man. I'm getting frustrated.
After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
Ground, it's Singletary. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get in the field, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The kick by Bass is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or in this case, a field goal.
And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. This is Breida. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
A 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. They are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big play there for the Dolphins. 30 yards. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game. That is a near-perfect end-of-half drive right there.
And we've seen that many times from the best in the league. But do you really expect to see it done that well by a rookie? And how about the timing? Finishing it almost near the zeros, as you said.
Shit, man, I got to roll the blind.
Momentum to carry into the locker room.
So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest.
It's called heavy hitters.
Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
Yeah, nigga, I had fun afterwards.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Nah, I ain't blitzed though.
Football 101.
Nah, my linebacker just got destroyed by whoever that was.
That's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach,
looked like it, didn't it?
Give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light.
Yeah, I don't know what I did. All I know that nigga had me by 10 yards.
Like
Man, right in. That shit pissed me the fuck off. Oh, God, good shit.
A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They will run with Singletary. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
Definitely not.
A 1 yard gain there following the 3 yard pickup on first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Damn, I don't know what the fuck that was to get killed like that, man. I just got destroyed.
Game number 8 on the season. And the Bills will extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time
well, I suck right now, man. I don't know why I'm so bad, man.
Dolphins 14.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
2nd and 4. And he'll be hit as he releases
that nigga just destroying my fucking lineman is coming in and killing me.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
You take it right on the 30. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
These animations is annoying me, man.
From the 32 now. Here's
Why
first
would you
and 10.
pass interference right there?
They'll run here with Singletary. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Singletary again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. This is caught. And it's taken into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hurts will throw. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 40. He's at the 30. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Dolphins 14. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty
that
good
nigga,
shot
man, this nigga, Tre'Davious White is just fucking amazing, man. I don't know what to do.
Covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw here. He finds his target. It's Crowder.
Get the fuck out of here, man. It's easy going up the fucking field.
To get the 3rd down conversion. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. They'll look to throw again. He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught inside the 15. 33 yards that time. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Extra point from McManus is good. And this is back to an 8-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the
this game hates me, yo.
So not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Fucking game hates me, yo.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
It's a pick? Yeah, that's not a pick. My team's too fucking sorry to get an easy pick.
His intended receiver, and it's third down.
My team too fucking sorry to get an easy pick. What was I thinking?
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the fourth. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
2nd and 1. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, what, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
They're going to try and run for it. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Singletary to get the drive started. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
2nd and 2. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. In a tie game, fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
McManus's point after is good, and they will take a 7-point lead. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Fuck, man.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's 2nd and 8. Throw left side complete. That's McKenzie. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's an audible. My niggas are all mixed up.
This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
This throw caught left side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
This nigga playing good as a bitch with Jalen Hurts here. I ain't gonna front.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Left side caught by Diggs.
Yo!
Inside the 35-yard line. That one and another first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Michael Gallup, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go.
All right, tie game.
That was the
2 minutes left. Fuck.
All the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
On first down, here's Breida. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. 2nd and 13. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Obviously a huge touchdown for their team, but a big touchdown for a rookie quarterback here to be able to break the tie in the 4th quarter.
And he just shook off all the pressure, too. Because when you think about it, tie ball game.
All right, 52 seconds. If he got to go down and score a touchdown.
Make a mistake. Instead, this young man just said, I'll make a play.
36. Brandon McManus.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
All right, man. I am not giving up no fucking... Yeah, I am not giving up no touchdown, bro.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it? And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted.
Showtime today, baby.
Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick-6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick-6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And the lead is up to 14.
Good. Makes the score Dolphins 50. Bills 36.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Ah, he nailing the ball. I don't care if he nailed the ball, nigga.
And they take a knee. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
I got a trade I'm trying to get. I don't care.
And they'll indeed take a knee. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Hey, I might have been done this game in like 40 seconds.
Going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Hurts sets up to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with some...
Yo, bitch ass. What is he? Why he quit the game, bitch ass nigga? He conceded. Lame ass nigga. Man, shut up, Jones. That happened to me and you said nigga was a good guy. Lame ass nigga, man. You a bitch ass nigga, like I said. Oh yeah, nigga. Beat the shit out of these lame ass niggas.
And then we get the plan. And I put the fuck out of